Aussie. Yeah, sure, bud. Just make yourself comfortable on my pile of clothes. How about you sit on mama's lap? Come on. Come over here. There we go. Hello. Hey friends, it's Vicky. Welcome back to another video. I hope everyone is doing well. I have lost count of the days, not really seeing any sunlight, looking like a potato most of the times other than for this. But here we are. Everything is good. Everything is great. Ooh, it's getting bright. Like, I feel like I keep saying this in every video, but I haven't been like super inspired to dress up or do a lot of stuff, even to create content. I feel like I'm in a lull a bit right now. I think it's normal, you know, it is what it is, especially considering like the circumstances right now and all. So I don't know, for this video, I kind of just wanted to relax a bit and just look at pretty things and hopefully give myself some inspiration and of the beautiful days to come where we can all go out more and dress up. So today I thought I would pull out a few things from my closet. I don't like the way this looks here. Move to the side. He always has to stick his head like between my arm like that. Does anybody else's dog do that? Just like nuzzle themselves like between your arms. So yeah, anyways, I thought that today would be good to just chill and do a little fashion show at lunch and show you guys a few of my favorite things in my closet, all stuff that I have thrifted. I miss thrifting so much. So I'm gonna be showing you guys a few of my favorite dresses. They range from the 1940s through 80s, and it's all stuff, yeah, so that all stuff that I've thrifted, nothing bought online or anything like that. I'm a super nosy person and I like seeing what other people have in their closet. So I feel like hopefully you guys are nosy too when you enjoy this and it gives you some inspiration. It's just fun to look at pretty things and reminisce of what the thrift stores have there waiting for us. We can just get right into it. The very first item that I have to show you guys is a 1940s dress. So this beauty, whew, I love it with all of my heart, all of my being, and I'm almost too scared to wear it, which is why I don't think I've ever really shown it. Yeah, it's this true 1940s dress that I found at my good old lucky St. Vincent de Paul's, which I miss so much. It's like a sky blue, I would say. Is it sky blue? The sky changes colors. To me, this is some type of like sky. Anyways, you're looking at it, so it doesn't matter. Nice deep blue, but not too dark. And it has these like little pearl buttons all the way up to the neck. So it's like almost like it's a high neck dress with the short sleeves, and the quality of it just feels so freaking nice. I think it feels like it's cotton. I don't know what type of fabric it is, but it is made in Los Angeles, and it's a Hamlet Mickle INE. I don't know what that means. I've done research to try to see like if I can find the brand, but I can't find anything on this dress, but I do like just by the making, the way it's like stitched inside, everything, the way it's made, the metal zipper, etc. It very much feels to me like a 1940s. When I found this dress, I wanted to cry just because the rarity of finding true vintage 1940s, anything like 50s and down, finding, especially when it comes to dresses, finding this type of stuff in LA thrift stores is rare because they're just in such high demand. And then also it's just popular to thrift and popular to thrift for true vintage things, and then also thrifted them for a good price. Your sister here is frugal as heck, so I don't really like spending more than $10 on like a dress unless it's like really worth it for me. I found this one for $8. It did fit me a little bit big, so you might notice on the side. I'm gonna try not to show that too much. I'm still working on it. I'm taking it out and altering it a little bit so it could fit me a little better, because from the chesticles area, that does not sound fun. From the chesticles area, it fits me a little small, just a little tight. So I'm working on taking it out. I'm still altering it. It takes me forever to alter things. Even during quarantine, I can't manage to like get the stuff I always say I'm gonna do when I have time done. Starting to think it's not about time and it's just me. I don't know what else to really say about it other than I freaking love it. All right, so the next dress, I'm just gonna talk about it really quickly because I feel like I recently showed this one in one of my, I think it was my most recent thrift haul, but it's this true vintage 1950s brown swing dress. Some of you may have just seen it recently, so I'm not going to talk too much about it. I thrifted this one in Vintage Row in Burbank. Super cheap as well. One of those like super lucky finds. I love it a lot. It's my favorite. It's from the mid-late 50s, I think. No tag or anything like that, but fits like a dream. And I want to dress up like Bambi and be Bambi when I wear it. My leg is falling asleep. The next dress that I have is another dress from the 1950s and also a dream. Just any dress that I find from the like 1950s, 40s makes me want to cry every time. This one's also from Vintage Row in Burbank. This one's a Make Mine a McKentrick, which was a popular. If you Google them, you can find them here. Focus! You can find some ads for them. This one's from the 1950s. I found other similar dresses that sell on Etsy, which also label it 50s. Awesome, awesome twirling to it. I mean, it's the perfect dress for twirling or wearing with a petticoat. It's black. Oh, and surprise, surprise, as you will see in my collection of favorite thrifted dresses, a lot of these items are, to no surprise, neutrals or dark colors. I gravitate toward, oh hey look, I gravitate towards darks a lot. So this dress, obviously the fact that it's black makes it a whole lot better for me. Perfect for twirling. It's willy pretty. So we're moving on from the 40s and 50s, and the next dress that I have to show you guys is a 1970s. I don't have a lot of 60s. I don't do 60s too much unless I'm doing like kind of like Bridget Bardot, kind of like some mod styles. But yeah, anyways, I don't have a lot of 60s when it comes to dresses, so we're skipping right into the 70s, and I found this super cool Sears the fashion place. So you can see that. You can see that right there. Right there, Sears the fashion place. Whoop! Found this dress also on my good old St. Vincent de Paul's, and this dress was like $7, I think, or something like that. It's a great little dress. I love stuff that goes like high up to the neck, just like the 1940s dress that I have. It's just a nice simple dress. I think it's polyester. It's kind of hard to read the tag to see what kind of fabric it is because it's a little bit faded. All that I can really see is a union part from the tag, but wouldn't be surprised if it's polyester, since polyester was already becoming more of a thing in the 70s, and most dresses, or a lot of dresses, were being made with that fabric. So yeah, kind of feels like it. It's a simple, nice little black dress. It's thin, so it's a nice summer dress too. And then on the trims around the sleeves and the neck portion, it is white. So it's a nice little pop of like color, a nice little detail, simple, but not too in your face, which is something that I really love. And not really, I guess, meant to be part of this video, but this is another one of my favorite vintage thrifted dresses. Well, I hesitate on calling it vintage because it's still like, it's like a new considered vintage, but it's from the 90s, and I love it with all of my heart. Don't have any 90s specifically in this video, but 90s dresses, let me tell you, they are cute as heck, and they can make for some nice like mixing and matching to like make some cool 40s or earlier mid-century outfits. And 90s dresses work perfectly for me for that. I really love it. I love the pattern on this one with, it's like all black with the gray flowers. The next dress that I have is another dress that's from the 1970s, 80s? No, I think this one's 70s. It's from Miss Ashley, California. Miss Ashley, California, you can't really see that, but oh well. And I've worn this dress. I've gotten good use from it. I wear it all the time. Another black dress, surprise, but I love, my favorite thing about this one is obviously the ruffles that it has at the top, followed by the veil. Again, another high neck dress. I'm just realizing in this video that I really do like stuff that goes like up to here. I don't know why, it just feels so like elegant yet edgy to me. It's one of my favorite like cuts when it comes to like dresses and shirts and patterns and whatnot. But yeah, this one goes up to the neck as well, and it has the fit. Ooh, I got some makeup on it. Let's just not see that. That's gross. I need to hand wash this. But yeah, it's got like the chiffon, I think this is chiffon veil on it, and then so it's like see-through right from the neck to the chest area, or right above the chest area. Then you got the little ruffles, and it's super flowy. So I'm actually super see-through too. I have to wear this with something under, because if not, you'd be seeing my chonies, and nobody wants that. I mean, I don't want that. I don't know, I feel like this one's like perfect for dressing in different eras. I don't really style it 70s. I have done like some Edwardian and 40s, my mix of 40s looks in this. But yeah, it's my favorite, probably one of the most worn dresses out of the group. I like wearing it on its own, or just like wearing it with like a skirt and top and using just the top part as a blouse. So those are my two favorite things from the 70s when it comes to dresses. Now we're moving into one of my favorite eras, the 1980s. 80s. I love the 80s so much, and especially when it comes to like thrifting, because it's really hard to find, like I was saying earlier, true vintage like 40s, 50s, or anything earlier here in LA, because it's either rare and also it's very, very expensive. So I also tend to go towards like a lot of 80s, 90s stuff, because a lot of dresses and just pieces from that era had a lot of nods to other vintage eras like the 40s and the 50s, when it came to like suits, certain dresses, like my nanny dress that I recently made on here that I recreated. So yeah, 80s is my jam. So much cheaper, although they're starting to bump up the price for 80s dresses now here too, which makes me sad, but so much cheaper to buy, so much more common, and you can find a lot of really, really cute things that you can style for like 40s or 50s if you're into those eras. Or you can just dress it in 80s, because that's what it was meant for. One of the dresses that I love so much from the 1980s is this like sea green, sea blue dress. I don't know how it's coming off, but it's like a very like, yeah, like an ocean green, I would call it. It's from the brand Dana Buckman, who was popular and came out like in the mid 80s and was popular through the 80s, 90s, and based off the tag and everything on this one, I think it's from the 80s, and I love absolutely everything about it, the way it fits me. It's a tight dress. I think one of my favorite details about it is the neck portion here, how it gathers a little bit at the neck, and then it has like the buttons down to the left side. Simple again, but right up my alley. That just landed right on top of Ozzy's head. Oh, I didn't even realize you can see my pizza socks. Pizza socks! Woo! Sorry if you don't want to see my feet. Also, how am I doing this? If you are ever looking for nice, fun, cheap socks, Dollar Tree is your friend, by the way. The next dress that I have that is from the 1980s is this dress. And oh my God, look at that. It's red, not like brown or tan or some other neutral. This dress is so rad. Freaking fell in love with it. Got it also at Vintage Row in Burbank. It's by the brand Visions. By the brand Visions California, 1980s brand. Yeah, picked up this baby for $8. Obviously from the cut, you can just see why I like it. The poofiness that it has going up at the shoulders, and then the way it comes down, cinches at the waist. I call this my 1980s does 40s does Hawaiian dress, just because of the patterns itself. I don't know what this pattern is. It kind of looks like leaves or something like that. But yeah, I actually wore this one to a luau already. Got a lot of compliments. And I love it a lot. I love like luau Hawaiian 1940s is something that I really like to dress, pinup luau style. I'm sure there's an appropriate name for that, but I don't know what it is. So this dress is perfect for my Hawaiian inspired 1940s looks. And the next dress that I have is this tan cream. Woo, looks really bright. It's an 80s dress by the brand Le Art. And this one looks very much like a 1940s shirtwaist dress. It's very thin, light, and airy. Actually, I wore this one for my Bambi Disney bound. It has pocket sits, which is great, and not much to say other than that. It's very simple, but also you might notice that a lot of the dresses that I'm showing you guys too are like not too crazy out there, not a lot of like evening or party stuff, just because like a lot of my vintage clothes like I wear to work too. Well, not right now, but when things were normal, you know, I have a regular 9-to-5 office job, especially when you go to work and like people just like stare at you, or like it just gets too much attention. Not that that's bad, and I don't think anybody's really trying to be rude or anything. Actually, you know, I appreciate it. I love the compliments. But I'm like, oh, like I want to dress vintage, I want to do my style, but I don't want to get like too much attention. So that's why like a lot of my favorite stuff and the stuff that I gravitate towards are like, well, also just because it's my preference, neutrals, but also stuff that's like great for everyday wear. Because realistically speaking, if I get really fancy, for me personally, I wouldn't wear it every day. I just wouldn't, and then to me that feels like a waste. So I have a few stuff that's like more dressy. Some stuff's actually not true vintage though, but I don't wear that. That's it for this dress. I'm gonna show you the very last one. I really just started collecting vintage. Like I've had an appreciation for it since high school, but I went fully into it and redid my closet like maybe 2 years ago, something like that. Like 2 years ago, I really started the transition and started going like fully thrifting, everything that's in my closet.
Hello, everybody.
Get out of my video.
Sending you all to a virtual. You're right.
I forgot what I was saying before I was really interrupted. It is so hard to film, by the way. now that we are both at home. I feel awkward because I feel like he's listening to what I'm saying. And then also just like the interruptions are constant all the time. And I feel like he likes doing that. Anyways, the very last dress that I have for you guys is something that is from the 1980s as well. Actually, I think it could be also early 90s maybe. Tag is cut off. But just judging by the cut and whatnot, again, one of those like 80s or maybe early 90s does 40s dresses. It's black. Are we shocked? This is one of those dresses that I had to alter too, or change up a little bit, because all the buttons that you see here were like gold, super shiny, which was too much for me, for the gal that is trying not to get too much attention. So yeah, I had to switch those all up. So I switched them all for black buttons, which made it a little bit more conservative and more 1940s feeling instead of like super retro. This one, actually, I love the quality of it too. It's like a heavy dress, but is nice. I like that. Very form-fitting. You can dress it up or dress it down, which is something that is super useful for me. So, and that's it. That is all that I have for today's video. Also, if you may have noticed, I've been wearing my pajama bottoms in this entire video because they're comfy, and also I don't know how to sit like a lady. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed seeing a few of my favorite thrifted vintage dresses. Thank you as always for watching and for supporting. You guys are the best. Seriously, like a little family on here, especially during this time of quarantine when things are difficult and it's hard to connect. You know, I hope that I'm helping make your day with the stuff that I'm bringing. I'll be honest, sometimes it's really hard for me to create, but it excites me to be able to bring something to you guys, and also just to talk to you guys on here. It's really nice, and it's really comforting to know that we have each other, or at least for me, it's comforting to know that I have you guys and that we can chat and be friends and just hang out on here and talk. Yeah, so thank you for doing that. Thank you for stopping by, for commenting, for hanging out with me. I appreciate you guys so much, more than I could ever tell you. I don't know, this week has been a little bit rough. I've had a hard time creating. I don't know. I think it's important to also let you guys know that things are not perfect for me every day, and I've been struggling a little bit more lately. I'm overall a positive person and the glass half full kind of person, but yeah, I guess the thing that pushes me to keep going is knowing that you guys are there on the other side, and hopefully, like, you know, I can make a difference in your day, because I know that you guys sure as heck are making a difference in mine. My point is, I love you guys. You guys are the best. Things have not been easy, and I'm sure they're not easy for you. A lot of you, the entire world is struggling right now. If you like this video, and if you haven't, do not forget to subscribe for more fun, I hope it's fun, vintage content like this one. And yeah, sending you a super duper big virtual hug. Remember that I love you. I really do. And I will be seeing you guys in my next video. Bye. No, Charlie, we're not gonna do this right now. Please stop. We are not going to do this right now. Cannot throw ball. Cannot throw ball. Oh! Camera means no ball time. No ball time. Please. All right, I'm gonna throw this one time and you better not come back. All right, bye.